You won't believe what happened at this wedding. It all started with a simple cake. But things quickly spiraled out of control. Picture this: a glamorous bridesmaid, wealthy and used to getting her way, suddenly losing her cool and smearing cake all over a woman standing beside the bride. The whole room fell silent, shocked by what they just witnessed. No one expected such a scene at a celebration meant for love and happiness. But who was this woman, and why did the bridesmaid react like that? That's where the story gets even more interesting. The next day, everyone was buzzing with gossip. It turned out the woman covered in cake wasn't just any guest. She was about to become the billionaire's bride. Yes, the same billionaire whose wedding they were all attending. Suddenly, the rich bridesmaid's actions took on a whole new meaning. Was it jealousy? Fear? Or something deeper no one saw coming? The tension between these women wasn't just about a ruined cake. It was about power, secrets, and unexpected twists that no one could have predicted. This isn't just a story about a wedding drama. It's about how quickly things can change when wealth, status, and emotions collide. As you watch, you'll meet the characters caught in this whirlwind: the arrogant bridesmaid used to control, the mysterious woman who stayed calm despite humiliation, and the billionaire whose choice shook everyone's world. What really happened behind the scenes? Why did the bridesmaid lose her temper in such a public way? And how will the billionaire's decision affect everyone involved? Stay tuned, because the next part of this story will reveal shocking truths and unexpected consequences that you won't want to miss. The woman who ended up with cake smeared all over her dress wasn't just some random guest. She was named Emma, a quiet and unassuming woman who had kept to herself most of the evening. Unlike the flashy bridesmaid, Vanessa, Emma didn't come from a wealthy background. She was known to be kind-hearted but low-key, someone who never sought attention. That made Vanessa's outburst all the more surprising. It wasn't just a clash between two women, it was a clash of worlds, a conflict that went far beyond the wedding party. Vanessa had always been the center of attention. Growing up in privilege, she was used to luxury and admiration. She'd spent years as the rich bridesmaid, the one who could buy anything, do anything, and never face consequences. Her jealousy toward Emma simmered quietly before the wedding. But nobody expected it to explode like that. Some guests whispered about Vanessa's past rumors of her being controlling and jealous when things didn't go her way. Now, all eyes were on her, wondering what would happen next. Emma, on the other hand, had a secret that few knew. The billionaire groom, Nathan, had met her in a way that no one could have predicted. Their connection wasn't about money or status. It was real, deep, and surprising to everyone who knew Nathan's usual circle. People were starting to question if Vanessa's attack was a desperate attempt to protect her place in a world she didn't want to lose. But why target Emma in such a humiliating way? As the wedding guests talked in hushed tones, the atmosphere was thick with tension. The story wasn't just about cake or jealousy anymore. It was about hidden truths, unspoken rivalries, and a billionaire's choice that could change everything. What was really at stake for Emma, Vanessa, and Nathan? The answers were still buried, waiting to be uncovered. The next moments would reveal more secrets that could turn this wedding upside down. As the days passed after the wedding, the tension between Vanessa and Emma didn't fade, it only grew stronger. Vanessa's anger wasn't just about that moment with the cake. It was about everything she felt slipping away. She had spent years imagining herself as the future Mrs. Nathan, the billionaire everyone admired. The wedding was supposed to solidify her place, but instead, it exposed cracks in her perfect world. Vanessa's pride hurt the most, and her jealousy bubbled beneath the surface like a storm ready to explode again. Emma, meanwhile, tried to stay calm despite the whispers and stares. She wasn't interested in drama or revenge. Her focus was on Nathan the man she was soon to marry and what their future might hold. But even Emma couldn't ignore the growing hostility around her. Some guests began questioning how someone like her, so different from the usual high society circle, had captured the billionaire's heart. Emma felt the pressure mounting from all sides, and though she tried to keep a gentle distance, the tension was impossible to ignore. Nathan was caught in the middle. As a billionaire known for his sharp business mind and calm demeanor, he was used to controlling situations. But this wedding had caught him off guard. His choice to marry Emma, someone outside his elite world, sparked whispers and raised eyebrows among his family and business associates. Some saw Emma as a threat to the carefully built empire. Others wondered if Nathan's decision was a bold break from tradition or a risky gamble. Meanwhile, Vanessa wasn't ready to disappear quietly. Behind closed doors, she was already plotting her next move, whether it was to regain her status or to expose secrets that could change everything. For Emma and Nathan, the rivalry wasn't just personal anymore. It was about power, influence, and who really belonged in the billionaire's world. With emotions running high and loyalties shifting, no one knew what would happen next. The wedding drama was far from over, and the fallout was just beginning. The days leading up to the big announcement were filled with an electric mix of anticipation and unease. Vanessa's cold glare followed Emma wherever she went, and whispered conversations erupted behind closed doors. The wedding, once meant to be a joyful celebration, had become a battleground of secrets and silent threats. Emma could feel the weight of the stares not just from Vanessa, but from others who questioned her place at Nathan's side. Was she really ready to face the storm that came with marrying a billionaire? Nathan, usually so composed, found himself pulled in different directions. His family's doubts were becoming harder to ignore, and Vanessa's presence lingered like a shadow, reminding everyone of the life Nathan was leaving behind. In private moments, Nathan reassured Emma, promising that no matter what came next, they would face it together. But behind his confident words, even he wondered how much pressure the truth could take before everything cracked. Meanwhile, Vanessa was growing more desperate. She wasn't just angry, she was determined. Late-night calls and secret meetings hinted at plans to reveal information that could change everything. Was there something in Emma's past Vanessa intended to expose? Or was she digging for a scandal to shatter the fragile peace? The wedding guests watched closely, sensing the calm before a storm no one wanted but everyone feared. As the day of Nathan and Emma's official union drew near, the tension reached a breaking point. Small confrontations sparked, alliances shifted, and every glance carried unspoken challenges. Emma's calm facade began to crack under the pressure, while Vanessa's bold moves hinted at a final play that could either destroy or redefine the future of everyone involved. No one knew how this battle would end. But one thing was certain: when the truth finally came out, it would change everything. The moment to face the past and the secrets hidden beneath the surface was coming, and no one could escape the consequences. Just when it seemed the tension had reached its peak, an unexpected revelation shook everyone to their core. Late one evening, a mysterious message arrived on Emma's phone, an anonymous warning that hinted at secrets even deeper than Vanessa's jealousy. The message claimed that Emma's connection to Nathan wasn't as simple as love or fate, and that someone from Nathan's past had been quietly watching, waiting for the right moment to strike. Emma's heart raced as she read the words, unsure who to trust or what to believe. Was this a cruel trick from Vanessa, or something far more dangerous? The timing couldn't have been worse. The wedding day was just hours away, and Nathan was nowhere near ready to face whatever was coming. As Emma grappled with the message, she realized that the conflict wasn't just about jealousy or status anymore. It was about secrets that could unravel everything they thought they knew. Vanessa, sensing that her own power might be slipping. Seemed to vanish from sight for a moment, but behind the scenes, she was pulling strings harder than ever. Rumors began swirling about a hidden connection between her family and Nathan's, past something that could change the entire story. Was Vanessa just a jealous bridesmaid, or was she a key player in a larger game of influence and control? Nathan, now caught between protecting Emma and confronting his own hidden history, found himself facing enemies on all sides. The calm billionaire everyone admired was now showing cracks, revealing fears and doubts that no one had expected. As the final hours before the wedding ticked down, the stakes rose higher than ever, with new secrets emerging and alliances shifting. The story was far from over. Everyone was on edge, waiting for the moment when all truths would collide and when the real battle for love, power, and trust would begin. The wedding hall was buzzing with nervous energy as guests awaited the ceremony. But behind the scenes, everything was unraveling faster than anyone imagined. Emma stood near the entrance, clutching her phone tightly, her mind racing over the mysterious message she had received. Nathan appeared beside her, his usual calm replaced by a rare vulnerability. Before they could exchange words, Vanessa stepped forward, her face a mask of determination. She revealed she had uncovered a secret Emma's connection to Nathan was more than just a surprise romance. Emma had once worked as an assistant for Nathan's biggest rival, and Vanessa claimed this was a calculated move to gain access to the billionaire's world. The room fell silent, the accusation hanging heavy in the air. Emma's cheeks flushed, but she didn't back down. She admitted she had worked for the rival, but insisted her feelings for Nathan were real and pure. Nathan, looking deep into Emma's eyes, spoke calmly but firmly, saying he knew everything about her past and had chosen her anyway. That honesty struck a chord, shaking the foundation of Vanessa's carefully planned attack. Just as it seemed the conflict would end with Nathan's acceptance and Vanessa's defeat, the unexpected happened. A well-known business associate stepped forward, revealing a hidden connection not between Emma and Nathan's rival, but between Vanessa's family and a series of shady deals threatening Nathan's empire. Vanessa's jealousy, it turned out, was fueled by desperation to cover her own family's secrets, not just personal pride. The crowd gasped, eyes shifting from Vanessa to Nathan, then to Emma, who stood tall despite the chaos. Nathan made a decision to publicly expose the truth, protect Emma, and cut ties with those who threatened his integrity. Vanessa, cornered and exposed, had no choice but to leave. Defeated but not broken, as the ceremony finally began, Emma and Nathan exchanged vows surrounded by those who believed in their love, but the shadow of secrets lingered. Just when peace seemed near, a final message blinked on Emma's phone, a new threat. A new mystery reminding everyone that in a world of wealth and power, the story was far from over. After the ceremony, a calm finally settled over the crowd. Nathan and Emma's vows felt genuine, a promise that went beyond wealth and status. It was clear to everyone that their love wasn't built on riches or power, but on trust and honesty. The guests who had doubted Emma now saw her strength and grace, and the whispers of jealousy slowly faded into admiration. Vanessa's departure left a quiet space, but the impact of her actions lingered. Her family's secrets were exposed, and Nathan's decision to sever ties sent a clear message: no one was above integrity, no matter how much money they had. Emma's past as an assistant to Nathan's rival no longer mattered, because what counted was who she was now, and the future they were building together. Nathan and Emma spent the following days focused on healing and moving forward. The challenges they faced had tested them, but they emerged stronger and more united. The experience showed that love can survive even the most unexpected storms, especially when both people are willing to stand together against the odds. As for Vanessa, her Story became a cautionary tale about pride and the dangers of letting jealousy control your life. Meanwhile, Nathan's empire began a new chapter 1 based on transparency and genuine connections rather than old alliances and hidden agendas. In the end, the wedding that started with chaos turned into a story of resilience and hope. It reminded everyone that true happiness isn't about money or status, but about facing challenges with courage and staying true to yourself. Emma and Nathan's journey was far from typical, but it was real land that made all the difference. Though the final message on Emma's phone hinted at new mysteries ahead, for now, love had won. And sometimes, that's the greatest victory of all.